Hey guys, it's Texas Tiger Diggs, and I'm going to do my weekend roundup, which is a little different than usual. These were a bunch of 20, 30-minute hunts here. I don't know, could be 5, 6, 20, 30-minute hunts in areas that have been beaten up pretty good. I managed to get a lot of deep copper. I managed to get a lot of deep copper pennies and a lot of deep dimes. And that's usually a sign when I've hit a place pretty hard, then I begin to fall into that little trap. And I just didn't have time. It's work has been just you know what crazy. And so I just did the best I could in 20 and 30 minute slashes through the day. And the bad thing about the conversion over the winter in Texas, we're not going to be snowed out the entire winter like I know it's going to be pretty soon. It's going to be happening up in the Northeast, and of course in Canada especially. It is getting cold already, and eventually the ground is going to freeze, and it's going to be undetectable for months. We never have that in Texas. Never had an issue when it was undetectable, but you do have an issue that everybody has with a shortening day. Now, if your ground is icy, a shortened day doesn't really have an effect. But if the ground is, never iced, and it rarely is, and it never to a depth like you have in the east, and of course up in with our Canadian brothers. The only issue that I have with winter is the shortened days. And since I do lunch hunts, which are not affected by this, but those lunch hunts are sometimes supplemented by an evening hunt or two I can make during the week, and it's virtually not possible. You can't fight your way through rush hour. You can't get to where you need to go. By the time rush hour is over, it's getting dark. So you just got to do the best you can do. All right, not a huge return. I didn't split these up. I just accidentally all got them together. It really didn't make much difference since they were such a small amount. So it's 3/4. Let me see if I can find my dimes. I would normally I just take a break and do this, but let's see if I can do it. It's not a huge number, so let's see if we can get this done live. The rest of these are pennies. And great. Alright, and this is a quarter, a nice shiny quarter, which was a top lot find right by a school. Needless to say, this is the school year, so this was on a Sunday, and there were no children to be found, and that's the only time I go to a top lot. So, that's it. So now, if you notice, and I always say this, and I think a couple of these were top lot finds, the shiny ones. But if you notice the proliferation of dimes and pennies, that's when you're in an area you've beaten to death. Because quarters are always shine up like a beacon. You can always get these, but this is when you have to start going very slowly and going deep. So this is that's 5, 10, this was 12 cents. But $1.80 and 12 cents, a couple of bucks, and that is not bad considering the kind of harem-scarum horrible week I had. Now I'm gonna go back. I'll be trying to get some more lunch hunts in, because lunch hunts are about all I'm gonna be able to do. I can just make up the difference on the weekend. But you couldn't even do that this time because I was busy on the weekend. But I will be taking out the big coil. This is the Coiltech coil for the Safari E-Track, etc. Safari E-Track Explorer. So I will be putting this to use, especially in the big park, on those areas where I can go deep. And there is a park that has given me a lot of coins and 3 silver pieces, but and I'm going deep there now because it is different quality of soil. It may have been field dirt from 30, 40 years ago. It has to be, because the other parks are just rock hard. So what I'll probably do is I'll take this out. I will use this and see if I can get a little bit deeper in there and see if I can pull up something good. We'll see. In any case, that's all I've got for this weekend. Anticlimactic hunt, but all the hunts are not paved in gold. In fact, none of mine have been paved in gold this year. It's about to kill me. Anyway, I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.